shitty wizard appears while you're going about your day. He asks you some questions and won't let you run away. Would you rather have a finger growing out of your cheek or have no skin on the bottom of your feet? Would you rather have laser vision or turn invisible? Now make a decision. Shitty wizard flying through the air. Shitty wizard magic everywhere. Shitty wizard you just can't compare. Shitty wizard learning to care.
Why did you do that?
That was well timed.
Hello and welcome to
Hi.
Streamy Dreams with the Shitty Wizards.
Welcome back, everybody.
So thank you for your patience with us last week when we had to skip the stream, but I hope that the little surprise at the end of our sort of fake stream was worth waiting around for
Was
a
at
whole
least
hour.
the salve on the wound that was our betrayal of your trust. We gave them no notice either. It was just like
none.
I even saw it, like Corbin post on the Discord. He was like, "Get ready for that 12 o'clock stream," and I was just like, "Oh no."
Sorry, everyone. Listen, things have been kind of rough at the office lately, and everyone's kind of out of sorts. That being said,
There's a sinkhole and
there was a vortex. We all got caught in it. Unfortunately, Adam is still in the vortex, so we
yeah,
are
you didn't
joined
make it.
by a special guest today. Everybody, welcome the magical Steve Shanahan.
Hello, and this time I didn't accidentally walk in. I was invited.
Yes.
I was welcomed. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm calling you new Adam now.
Yeah.
It is just another beard, if you think about it.
It's
I'm just
true.
taking that place
Yeah.
for the moment.
We swapped one beard with another beard.
We're interchangeable.
If you think about it, the design actually kind of looks a little bit more like Steve than it does like Adam.
Yeah, it's
Just
true.
put a beanie on.
Yeah, no one needs to know.
Yeah.
What's some of Adam's catchphrases I could say if we wanted to fill that spot?
I don't want to murder anybody.
You can't have a world without war.
Which episode's that from? Cool, I'll try out some of those.
Yeah. I'm the best one out of all of you.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. No shit. I was so tempted to just go into his impersonation of Gilbert Gottfried and be like, so the other day I saw him record.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway. Let's get down to some Would You Rathers.
Get down to business.
Did anybody come prepared?
Well, I did, because I was just told an hour ago to be here.
Yes.
Well,
So
guest rules are always come prepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of incorporated one that we may have briefly touched upon early in the week, but let's see if we can delve right back into this. Hey everybody, listen up to this one. Would you rather be guaranteed that your one and only true love is at the other end of a very long piece of spaghetti,
Oh, right. I remember this.
and you have to eat your way across it to find them? Or would you rather live in a society where you can only associate with people who have similar voices as you?
Oh, wait, what
I'm
do you
gonna be
mean,
so
similar
lonely.
voices?
So, like, either they have to sound exactly like you, and it's kind of like it's almost kind of like an audio-focused society, where it's like the bass tones live together over here, and the tenors live over there, kind of.
So is it a pitch thing or like a candor? Because like people have a certain way of speaking.
I feel like the society would get like way more specific throughout the way, so it's like, yeah, you have a bit of a twang, so you guys go over there with your twang. And you
This
have a
just
bit-
sounds like segregation.
No. I just mean like, okay, how about vocal segregation? that's not a bad term, is it? Okay, how about like more specifically, they just sound like you.
Okay, so people with similar sounding voices,
Yeah,
so in like
voice.
texture and pitch.
Like accent and stuff, too?
Just more just it sounds like
More
a
texture
room
and
full of
pitch.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like
just
there'd
me
be
and my
like
family hanging out.
No, not even that. It's like you. It's like you wouldn't even know if you were in the room already because someone else was talking. It sounded like you.
I don't know, but do those people exist?
There's gotta be, right?
I don't know, like...
Not a room full.
And like the other... I mean, like, most people don't listen to themselves talk all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, the way that you hear yourself in your head and the way that you, like, hear your voice outside of your head is totally different. So, like, I don't think that you would really notice that much.
So it wouldn't. It sound like a whole bunch of people that sound the same.
Yeah.
But you're like, they all talk the same, but not me.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless you're like us and we listen to ourselves talk all the fucking time.
It sounds different when I listen to the live stream or podcast. Like when I'm listening to the clips, I'm like, oh no.
That's what I sound
Are
like.
you the type of person who doesn't like the sound of your recorded voice? Like if someone plays back a clip, you're like, that's me.
Look, I don't like the sound of my voice even when I'm hearing it in my head. No, it's not even that. It's more just like, it's just weird. It's just, it's like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're technically seeing the flip version of yourself, and then when you see yourself in a picture, you're like, whoa!
You're like, whoa, that's not what my face looks like.
That freckle's on the wrong side.
People say like you wouldn't recognize yourself if a clone showed up. Or wait, what was it? Because it wouldn't be a mirror version of you. It'd be like flopped, and you'd be like, oh,
bullshit.
I don't recognize that person at all.
I would recognize me. But so are we just creating a world where more people have the same voice as you?
I guess.
Well, you just have to find them.
Yeah, it's like these are the only people. Like, say it's kind of like a Hunger Games type thing, where it's like these are the districts, and like this, you have to hang out with your like group of voice, your range, your tone.
Okay, but would you say that Laurel and I have a similar range of voice?
Let's test that.
Yeah,
theory.
like are we? Can we hang out?
No.
What, really?
You're deeper than Laurel, aren't you?
Really? I'm deeper than
You're
Well,
also
not when you
soft.
say it like that.
Well, I have what people call a shrill voice. It's not even that it's particularly high. It's just like sharp.
Yeah.
It's like
right.
Whereas like you have kind of that more graceful sing-song
Really?
texture to your voice.
So you're in the
That's
graceful.
all what I like think I sound like. I think that I sound really shrill.
No, you've got because you sing, so you've got kind of that natural.
So it's built into your regular dialect. It's a
Right.
sing-songy.
Oh, well.
So you go to the shrill
I'm just
district.
being
You're
shouted
saying,
by
is that what it
compliments
is?
today.
My
The
sister's like,
sing-songy district. And the shrill district. I think that,
you've got a solid like bass.
Oh, yeah.
like as long as I'm not
Stunts,
cackling
stunts.
and laughing like I do, if I
Yeah.
talk normal, it'd just be like this bass tone world of people like, it would just be a lot of that.
Me and everyone in my district are like constantly just like harmonizing. They're all just like amazing singers.
It's like every time a new act, instead of a clock going ding dong ding, everyone's just like 5 o'clock.
This is my nightmare.
And then Laurel's test like, shut up!
Yeah, my time is just the people going like, what? What do you mean I can't have pancakes for dinner? That's how you know it's 5.
But so then, like, if you're in your like bass tone
Bass tone town.
oh, bass tone down, and
bass
you
tone
like
town.
start shrieking with laughter, are they like, get out?
Maybe.
Oh, you get excommunicated.
Yeah.
Well, this is why this is like dystopian fiction.
Right.
It's like you have to like toe the line. So like there's like an underground group of people who like kind of shift their tones a little and like they meet in the middle. Kind of
Yeah, what?
star-crossed lovers.
Okay.
Your voice also changes with age.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
so
or
like,
if you pick up a smoking habit, you could lose your spot in town.
And now you're in the
Yeah.
smoking side of
and like you get like a slight head cold, and suddenly they're like vanished.
You have to stay home not because you might get somebody else sick, but because you can't let anyone hear your voice.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
croaking that through. Like, get out of town.
But if you're the kind of person who can who does like really good impressions,
Oh.
Right.
Those are
you're
like
like the ultimate spy.
Yeah.
those are like the arbiters or something.
That's
Like,
true.
some cool name for
Where
that.
other people's
I
faces.
wonder if it's less a thing of like people like just choosing to be in these communities, or if it's more a thing of like you can only hear certain pitches. So like if there's a pitch that's lower than you, like it's like a really specific range, and if anybody's like speaking outside of that very specific range, it's like you're like, nah, I can't hear you. I cannot understand you. You are too far into.
Oh, you
what
just
the-
can't hear them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just can't hear them.
Oh, yeah, it's all of a sudden, because I think, what is it, giraffes, I know they actually make a lot of sounds, but it's like too low for us to hear, but
Right.
they have, their ears are,
Or like hummingbirds or whatever, where they like I don't know if I'm just making this up or not, but they like
Humming
they like make little sounds, but it's like outside of our pitch at what we can hear.
Yeah, it was like dog whistles too.
Well, and you're
like dog
they hear
whistles,
ranges
right?
we can't hear.
And your range of what you can hear changes with age too. You can actually tell how old someone is by like how high a pitch they can hear.
Yeah, I heard that like those sort of outdoor places where they don't want suspicious looking teenagers to congregate, they'll like play this like certain pitch that only sort of younger people can hear. So it's just like this like, but like if you're over the age of like 20, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
So it's only like these like youths. We're like, we don't want these youths congregating here. Like, play the pitch.
I wonder though, like, even if you can't hear it, I wonder if it's like messing with you psychologically.
Probably, yeah.
Also, all the animals in the area are like freaking out, like,
Yeah.
All the dogs are just
Yeah.
like so mad.
I just don't want to hang out over there. No.
That was my sad dying dog. It's just being like,
Yeah, that's where all the kids hang out, near the
Yeah.
dying dogs.
Okay, well, that's a nightmare. So tell us about this biscotti.
So, alright, so
yeah,
the
soulmate
biscotti.
spaghetti.
So this is, soulmate spaghetti or biscotti. It kind of ties it together
Right.
nicely, isn't it? It's kind of like as we brought up before, that theory of like, or not theory, but the romantic notion that you're tied. There's like a single red twine tied to your finger, and someone else is connected to it.
By spaghetti.
Where
Except
was
it is a spaghetti.
But like, where was that from again?
I think it's just
We
from
were
a
talking about it
Japanese
at
romance stuff.
No, like where was the red string thing? It was like from
Oh, that's
somewhere.
a Japanese
I think so, right? It's
kind
like on
of
your pinky.
mythos.
Yeah.
Oh.
But this is spaghetti, and there's only one, and it's really. It could be really long spaghetti. It could be really short spaghetti.
Does it
and-
have to be spaghetti?
Yes.
Can it? Because
Because the
I'm
wizard
more of an
deems so.
angel hair kind of.
I like that really like long flat spaghetti.
No, linguine.
Penny?
Yeah.
Linguine. Penne
Linguine?
is like the tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
Really
I
long penny.
if I
A
find
really
out
long penne, you're just
Yeah.
whispering into it. It's like the
Where are you?
telephone kids, where are you? I'll fly there.
if I find out that my soulmate is into tagliatelle, I'm
Yeah.
out of here. I'm out of
Is
here.
there a curly spaghetti? Where are all the curly hair spaghetti?
Like macaroni?
Just a very
that's
long
short. That's
macaroni.
like one-
Yeah,
Keeps-
like one
keeps
even a
spiraling
full
across the
like a
country.
telephone cord.
Yeah, he's gonna
Wow.
suck your way all the way across this telephone cord to your true love on the other end of the country.
I'm gonna fly there on my bow tie spaghetti wings.
Okay, so like
But this is like the
Angel.
guaranteed perfect person. Like this is
Right.
the one that you were destined.
You just have to get through. If
your
they're
spaghetti.
if there's someone who's really far away, like what if it turns out your true love is back in Australia? That's a lot of spaghetti you gotta get through before you get there.
and like
You'll be so full you won't even want
did
to
the
hang
spaghetti stretch when I moved? Like what if they like
Is
assuming
it,
there's
is it
enough-
tracking you? The
Yeah,
spaghetti
like,
is
what
just
if
like.
we-
out. Like
grew
how
up
much
in the same
slack
town.
does
Yeah.
this spaghetti have?
It's like, enough that you can like pick it up in your teeth and then like walk with
Can
it.
it
And
break? What if it breaks?
No,
That's the risk
it's
of
not.
love, though, isn't it? A broken
My
spaghetti.
heart broke and so did my noodle.
That's the road we walk.
I'm assuming it's also cooked spaghetti. It's not
Just
like
a hard
it's
dry
not like a hard
spaghetti.
dry stick of spaghetti.
Just snaps. God damn it.
Somebody should have thought this through, damn it.
Well, you could cook it on your end at least.
Just like what way?
I wonder if it'll naturally just cook in the ocean. While it'll be so soft.
I do
Or
like.
it'll just disintegrate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's magical. Like
Yeah.
I was going from that angle.
It's a magical noodle.
Because otherwise it's like a dry spaghetti
What
the whole way across. You're just like cooking it as you go to keep it fresh, and you take a break.
what if there's a bitter lover who lost their spaghetti? Like they got to the other end of their spaghetti and their true love is gone or
Their
dead, and they're just
spaghetti.
like, and then in a moment of bitter rage, they bite your spaghetti string in half, and now you don't know where the other side of your spaghetti
It's
is.
a spaghetti sabotage. That's like.
Hey, can you pick up like the two sides and like tie it together?
But that means you got to the other end then.
No. Once they've bitten it in half.
What if? Okay.
Oh, and you'd make a new connection.
Yeah, you like tie it.
But if
You're
you-
just
if you
pranking
find-
like four lovers and you just
Yeah.
switch their.
All right, well, let's put this into practice. Like, if you did your pilgrimage of spaghetti and you made it halfway and you saw a knot, you know something's up.
Right.
You know someone did something.
Yeah, but you'll
Right.
still never know where your noodle boy boy is.
Noodle lover.
Where's my
So
The true noodle.
you're
the
sucking
true
on this.
noodle?
You're sucking on this noodle
Yeah.
all your life, trying to get to your.
It could be like just down the street, or it could be like.
I thought it was
Right.
tied to your pinky.
No, that was the original.
Right.
This one you have to eat it.
You got a lady and tramp.
You're
this
a
one.
lady
That's
and
what's.
tramp.
That's the point.
I'm gonna
Just
take my
chewing.
time because like I can only eat so much.
Yeah,
spaghetti.
you're just chewing on that noodle for 20 years or whatever until you find your one true love.
Yeah.
And then, is the noodle just gone then, or do you?
You've
always-
eaten it.
You've
Well,
eaten
you've
it.
eaten it.
Yeah.
What more do you need of the
You-
noodle?
And you pooped out your destiny.
You see your one true love across the dark room.
Yeah.
And you both have the spaghetti in your mouth, and
At that point,
so-
you'd probably drop it.
would you?
Or would you just finish it because we're right here?
Yeah, I mean, like, why
Let's
wouldn't
do
you at
this.
least get to do the lady
Because
in the
I've just
dressing?
eaten 7 miles of spaghetti and I'm done. I'm done. I'm full. I've been full for my whole life. God.
All that time eating spaghetti, and you don't even get the moment when you're.
I'd be so
Accidentally
overwhelmed
lip
at the
touch.
relief of seeing the person on the other end that
Yeah.
I would not give a shit about. I would be like, I will never eat spaghetti again. This is it. Besides, you can keep the last bit as like a souvenir.
Gross.
It's like if people keep the umbilical cord up.
Yeah,
that
like
type
people
of
who
thing.
keep their baby
I thought-
teeth.
You don't?
Just wear it as a necklace.
Dude, is there sauce on the spaghetti at least?
Like you can do whatever you want with it. It's just there on the ground.
I'm just constantly like, I've got a little brush with aioli and
You
I'm
can just have a little roller with different sauces along the way as you walk with it.
What about people who are gluten intolerant?
They get
Well.
that like tofu pasta.
Ew.
Yeah.
But the
they're-
person on the other end would also enjoy tofu
Yeah,
pasta.
exactly.
So hey, they're perfect.
they're
I
perfect
don't
for
know
each
if that.
other.
Does,
Or
does
do you-
every like gluten intolerant person like the love of their life also have
Isn't
to
that
be
how it
gluten
works?
intolerant?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could only love somebody who
That's
has
perfect
exactly the same
compatibility.
dietary requirements as you.
All your restaurant evenings would be no complaints. It would just be
Exactly,
perfect.
I mean, that is a good point.
Or you might have like a zucchini noodle.
Actually, I tried a pumpkin noodle and it's pretty dope.
So then you definitely know something's up when your pasta turns into a zucchini halfway because someone's sabotaged. You're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Some-
I get it.
Some vegetarian's trying to lead me astray. What is
Someone's tying the end of a linguine with a angel hair pasta. And you're just like,
Freaking lasagna shows up halfway down your path. Like, wait a minute.
Garfield
There's
was
just
with
a
you.
homeless man under a
sheet of
lasagna.
lasagna.
A sheet of lasagna pasta. What are they called? The sheet ones.
Isn't it just called lasagna?
Oh, just on its own?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you say so.
If you guys in the chat know the answer to this question.
If anybody in the chat knows what lasagna is called, please tell us. How will we ever know what it's called if you don't tell us?
I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet, but we don't know how to look shit up.
Also, we're in the middle of a goddamn podcast. I'm not Googling shit.
Siri, what is lasagna? Tell me.
Yeah, well, these are your two worlds. Your pasta true love or our audible harmony? What would
There's
you
no
call that?
downside to finding your true love other than being ridiculously full. But, like,
All these sabotages
I don't
guys
want to be
brought
stuck
up.
with a bunch of people who sound like this. What a nightmare.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of living in my harmonious
Your
sing-song
harmony
town.
Well,
And fuck you guys.
Yeah.
To your shrill voice and your pleasing bass tone. Get out of here. I don't
we
want it.
bring war to your bass tone town.
Oh,
March!
they'd be able to, like, code, like, send signals to each other that the other team can't hear because they don't have the same voice.
Okay, like I'm curious about the pasta universe. Like, would you ever?
Traffic would be nuts.
Yeah, would you ever like date anyone that wasn't your like soulmate because you know that you have
That
a
it wasn't
soulmate,
gonna last.
Right.
right?
So,
So
like-
like you would never even bother thinking about somebody else.
It's like someone comes over for a date and they see like you have a string of pasta hanging, and they're like,
Yeah, and then what
She's
if
just
you
gonna go
like
for the
meet
pasta.
your what if you like meet your soulmate and they're like fucking asshole and like the only thing you have in common is that you eat flat spaghetti.
Well, then they're not your soulmate.
Yeah, I assume the purpose was they weren't gonna be some asshole.
Like, the idea is that they are your, like, perfect person.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's not just pasta that you have in common.
Yeah, I would
Look,
hope.
I'm not gonna lie, I would dedicate a lot of time to getting through that pasta.
Yeah.
I never was patient. I can't wait till the end. I'm like, I gotta know, who is it?
But you have to eat all that pasta.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
just like.
No, you gotta eat it.
It's sacred.
You can't toss that pasta away.
Well, I guess you'll never go hungry until you fall in love, and then you'll starve.
You
You
can
start eating somebody else's destiny pasta.
like you can work and do other things too. Life
Can
is
you? Because the
just
world is
pasta.
full of people connected by giant spaghetti. How do you even cross the street anymore?
I would think it's more of like a it's less like real life spaghetti and more just like a kind of
ethereal.
ethereal
It's like,
spaghetti.
So only you can see your own spaghetti?
Only you and your soulmate can see your ghost spaghetti.
And other people will like walk through it? You're
Yeah.
the only one who can touch your own destiny spaghetti?
Yeah, so like the whole
Despaghetti?
Desketti?
Desketti?
Yeah, ghost desketti. So yeah, I guess the idea of somebody sabotaging your destiny
that'd be
spaghetti is out.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's out. Nobody's like
you
chomping
still have
on
to
your
eat it.
desketti.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look all ethereal? Is it like kind of like blue and translucent? You're like, ooh, ghost spaghetti.
Sure, why not?
Nice little ringing noise or whatever.
Yours is a ramen noodle, isn't it?
No, I already told you it's the long flat spaghetti.
Fine.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think of ramen. That's good. Good.
Well, technically it's not spaghetti. It's a noodle.
Yeah, it is like if we're talking general noodle.
Yeah, mine's gonna be those
Right.
flat rice noodles. I love those.
Just a ton of them, or just one really long one?
No, the long skinny ones.
Oh,
They're
okay.
like they're flat, but they're still long.
Yeah,
Like vermicelli.
Vermicelli?
Vermicelli?
Yeah.
Or are those round?
Oh, they're flat.
Whatever. We're gonna cover in peanut sauce.
Yeah, alright. I think I'll live in the ghost spaghetti universe.
Right.
Yeah, I want to know.
Would you want to know
What
who's
if
on the other end, or would you still
What
have
if
freedom
you
of
die?
choice?
You'd have to go to the empty bowl where all the people who lost their pasta partners.
Right.
The empty
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah.
Is that where you sit? Like everyone goes in the ceremonial bowl, and
Yeah.
it's just like.
Or the strainer. You get strained out of society because you lost your lover.
Like, I just can't help but think, like, maybe this is because I'm so cynical. I just can't help but think, like, I'm gonna meet this Destiny Spaghetti Man. And I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna find something about him where I'm just like, oh, I hate that you like fucking bolognese sauce on your spaghetti. Like, I hate it.
But that just means that whenever there is bolognese sauce, he'll eat yours so that you don't have to.
I guess.
Unless the way he eats it is like.
Yeah, like you slapped
You
that
start-
fucking noodle too loud.
You start hearing that
You
coming over the
actually
hill.
hear him before you see him.
You're like,
because
oh,
he's
no.
slurping your end of the noodle.
Oh no! What would you do? What would you just like
Cut and run?
Cut the ghost noodle out?
You just decide. You just join the strainer people.
He's got sauce all over his face
Look,
like a baby.
People are gonna lose. People die, so that means people are gonna lose their one true love. So you can be one of the people who's like, you're not my true love, but
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice
you're
with
not
like
awful.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Penne over there.
Snip, tie those together.
Penne
Boom.
ball.
This is why they do it. I get it now.
I mean, there's probably like a whole group of people who are like rebelling against destiny, being like, you don't get to decide who I love, Mr. Spaghetti. You don't know me.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't live in Spaghetti Universe.
You seem to enjoy your Harmony Town.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just go live in Harmony Town.
Wait, we never got to the answer of it. They sound exactly like you? Like, what about accents? Would you all have the same accent, or could you have the same voice, but
I'll just say
They
same
have
voice
a-
at this point.
they have an accent?
Yeah. Because again, that sounds.
Because, like, I can put on an accent, not well, but I can put on an accent and it's still my voice.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just say same voice then.
Okay.
So there's a bit of variety in your town, in your screechy town.
But if you can only talk to people with your accent, eventually you will all have the same accent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Except for Caitlin. She'll never quit the Aussie. Not ever.
I couldn't even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to.
You know.
I'm too lazy.
I want to find my pasta partner.
Pass the partner.
Pass the pot. Shut up.
What about you, Steve? What are you doing?
I didn't think of an answer because I spent so much time being scrutinized. I'm trying to. Pasta sounds interesting because I love the variety of sounds so much. I don't think I could bear hearing myself forever.
Right.
So I might go for past little past destiny.
Plus, in like a weird way, you're kind of like guaranteed a partner. Although, what if they cut and run on you?
Oh, it's gotta
They're
feel
the
so
one on the
bad.
other end who's like, I don't want to be tied to this destiny. And they throw down their noodle all
You see
dramatically.
them
Then we
retied.
really were meant to be together because we both locked eyes with the other person. We're like, nope.
And then you both find each other later in the strainer bowl.
I guess we're both here now.
And you actually don't know that you were soulmates the whole time because you forgot what it was.
Right.
Or you both quit your noodle before you even saw each other.
Cut and
Yeah.
run.
But then you ended up being together anyway because it's destiny.
Yeah, and you're like, I like the big flat spaghetti, and he's like, I like the big flat spaghetti.
I actually had a big flat spaghetti destiny noodle, but then I decided I wanted to quit. Me too. What a weird coincidence. I hope they didn't take it too hard, those people on the other end.
Strainer folk.
What if you just get to the end of the noodle and there's nobody?
What's just a lamppost? You just like run into it like, god damn it.
I just didn't look up that whole time. He's like, fuck.
I ate so much spaghetti for nothing!
I wanted it to be a surprise.
This lamp is my destiny.
Okay, we got a couple of would you rathers in the chat. Shall we take it to the chat?
Fuck yeah!
Well, do you have one ready, Laurel?
Hell no!
Okay.
What? This is you guys' show.
I've had a busy couple of days!
Yeah, thanks for carrying it for us,
Okay,
Steve.
I-
Neither of us came prepared.
Alright, I'll throw in
Okay.
a few more later if you want.
Bryce Davis asks, would you rather be able to know every secret and thing about our universe, but you lose all bodily functions, basically become a vegetable? Or would you rather be able to travel to other worlds and survive the conditions, but every time you travel, you lose 30 years of your life?
So you can travel like twice.
You can travel, like 2 times max.
That one's
Maybe
a-
3 if you take like really good care of yourself. And you start traveling like young. Like you have to.
Like, I'm already too old now.
You could travel to two planets. Because, yeah, so if you traveled one, you'd turn 60, and then if you traveled again, you'd be 90, and maybe you'd still be okay.
Maybe. I mean, my grandparents are both in their 90s, but they're not really holding up super well.
None of mine made it to 90. I don't know.
So I'd be able to, like, travel somewhere and then travel back.
If you didn't like it, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, you're like, I'm going to take a gamble on a new world. If it super sucks, I'll just come back here and die. No, your whole life would be gone.
Well, shit.
Yeah. You'd have to,
You
like...
might as well just stay there.
Yeah, but, like...
That'd be a good one.
You'd have to pick the place very carefully. You'd have to be, like, certain that there's
The
going to be
person
some...
who posed this question's got to be like 8.
You gotta know for sure that there's gonna be some rad alien civilization that you're like traveling into, and you gotta be sure that you're like.
What if it's not
commit.
even good? What if it's not even that different? Also, you traveled
Slightly.
once and you're 60? I don't want
Yeah.
to be 60!
Ever?
Well, like, not right now.
Yeah, but like, you could go to like the other side of the galaxy.
You
Like
know
this-
what? I would save it for like my retirement. So I'd be like, I'll get to see a
Right.
new world once before I die.
Right.
When would you retire then? Like like, are you saying as soon as you arrive, you're like, oh, perfect.
Be like 65, and then
So you need
I
some
would
95,
jump to 95. It would be just enough to like see it,
and
and
you
then
just
I
turn into
basically die.
dust
Yeah.
or something like that.
Man, 30 years is so much.
So long.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's like your entire life up to this point.
Yeah.
You're losing. Gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
that
that. Wait,
is
what was
nice,
the other
yeah.
one? I don't want to be a vegetable though.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I guess the benefit of the
Space-time
space
jump.
travel one is that you don't actually have to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
You just have the
You just
power.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
one
actually
for
could
each
be
trip.
good if you just held onto it as like an escape. Like say if you ever
Right.
get kidnapped by someone super crazy who wants to keep you in their basement, or if you go to jail, you can be like, well, I could spend the rest of my life and murder somebody.
To another
And
planet.
then it's like, I could spend the rest of my life in jail, or I could just jump 30 years.
My home world needs me.
Catch me now, coppers.
Yeah, how does the travel?
guessing that the trip is like the 30 years.
Oh.
You're
It takes
losing.
30 years.
Yeah.
But like you don't
are
feel
you,
that,
like-
I imagine. I thought
Like,
it just
are you
happens.
conscious, or is it, yeah, is
It's
it
been
like the
30
flash
years,
of an eye?
space time.
I'm gonna say you have to live it.
So wait, are you going like me, like
Yeah.
slowly
Yeah,
floating
yeah,
towards
yeah,
it, but
yeah.
no one can touch you?
Yeah, yeah.
So
You're
good.
basically in like a little bubble.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but you
you've
don't
got-
need to eat or drink.
You don't need to eat or drink or nothing like that.
Can you sleep, like take a nap?
Oh,
or-
God.
You can take a nap, but like you don't have to sleep for 30 years.
Can
Yeah.
you entertain your own mind for 30 years?
Huh. 30 years will just be like boop, boop, boop.
You might as well be in prison. I'll just fucking stay in prison then. At least then I get to make license plates.
Fight wildfires for $1 an hour.
Yeah.
Stick a shiv in my roommate.
Now, just to humor the first half of the question, it's like, was it? It said you know everything.
You know
Was it?
everything about the universe.
If you did that, could you then just be like content in your own
Maybe,
brain world
yeah.
then? Just to be like,
Maybe.
I know
Oh,
it
you
all.
would have a lot of imagination.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
just revisit
But you
everything
know
ever.
too much, so there wouldn't be any like mystery or like
Mm.
you wouldn't have questions anymore. Like like something that entertains me is like the what if.
Mm,
Whereas if you know all the answers, it's like
and then you can't do anything about it either. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
tell anyone.
it's like you might
That's
as well
almost
just-
more frustrating, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You might as well just die.
I think I'm gonna go with the travel one because then if the world does end and you're like, later bitches,
I'm
I'm
out.
out.
oh. You just keep polluting like normal because you're just like, oh, I'm not saving this world for
I'll
me.
have 10 plastic bags, please.
I'm picturing Caitlin in that bubble where she's just like drifting at like 10 miles an hour away from the planet as it explodes behind her.
Just flip it off the earth.
Yeah, it'd be like, fuck you guys. Oh no, that explosion's getting way too close.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, it's a good emergency evac.
Yeah, yeah, and you don't have to use it. It's
You
really
could be
just
in a house. You could even be like trapped in a burning building or something. Be like, well, I either die now or lose 30 years, but sweet planet, let's go.
yeah, yeah.
You just be like,
It's like a really slow ripcord.
yeah. Well, so you could just be stuck in an awkward conversation at a party and just be like, enough of this.
I'd rather age 30 years
Goodbye,
and live
suckers.
on a foreign planet than talk to you 1 second longer.
Oh my god, so when I
Drift
was
out of the room.
when I was back in Australia, I was at my mom's place and I have never wanted to escape from a conversation as badly as when my mom sat there for fucking half an hour telling me about a racehorse's life story.
Oh
And
my
I was like, how do I get out of this conversation? Oh my god, I'm dying.
Caitlin, there is a way. There is a way. I'm give this a try. Next time, here's what you do. So they're talking, and they're really boring. And here's what you walk away. You don't even say goodbye. You just walk
But
out of the
backwards.
room.
Slowly backwards.
No questions. Yes,
And
backwards,
keep
still
eye
making eye
contact.
contact.
And then lean out the
Yeah.
door.
Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They'll say, where are you going? And then you can just say, fucking bathroom.
Sorry, I'm gonna bury myself in the backyard. Because otherwise I'm going to have to sit here and listen to this horse's life story. Oh my god, why was she telling me about a horse?
Should have been
I'm
like,
so mad.
my true love got kicked in the face by a horse and died, so I can't listen to this. It's too traumatic. Kicked him right in the past.
Okay, so are we all going to go traveling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I will, but I want to have the option.
Okay. Sasjj asks, would you rather be able to eat junk food and not gain weight? It's not healthy, but you won't get fat. Or be able to eat anything with the worst outcome you could possibly get is like a bad stomachache.
Oh, so you could eat, like, poison and it won't kill you.
Yes.
But you'll gain weight. from
You
poison.
will gain weight.
Well, I mean,
How much calories are in poison?
the way you normally would, or is this like you're guaranteed to just get bigger?
Well, no, just like the way you normally would.
Because
Hmm.
I feel like if I didn't, I mean, this is gonna sound so terrible. If I didn't have the consequence of like, you know, you eat too much and you'll get really big or whatever. This isn't PC at all.
No,
But,
no,
like,
keep going.
if there wasn't that holding me back, I I would definitely have, like, no teeth diabetes and, like, really...
Right, yeah.
Like,
'cause
I
you-
would be so sick.
Because you would just eat candy all
I
day?
would just eat licorice.
But, like, to be fair, if all you ever ate right now, currently, with your current metabolism, if all you ever ate was licorice, you probably wouldn't get fat. You would just die.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's not really the only thing that, like, governs my appetite. But you know what I mean? Like, you kind of need...
The fear of being a fatty.
I mean, actually, even right now, the thing that, like, kind of governs my diet the most is, like, if I eat the wrong thing, I break out.
Right. Well, no, that's
So
still
I'd
gonna
rather
happen.
lose that.
Yeah.
Can I trade mine?
No, it's just fat. It's just fat.
But
Or you could, like, eat a shoe and you'd be like, oh, his stomach's a little upset, but you'd be fine.
See, I want that power.
That's the
That sounds
second
so
one, right?
handy.
That's the second one,
yeah,
yeah.
but then you wouldn't break out either because like, the worst thing that will happen is
Is a stomach ache.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want that one.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And again, it lets you experiment more with those things you haven't, thought of eating, like
Well, and you would
objects
never
and
starve.
stuff.
Like, you wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Like, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have to worry about going hungry.
Yeah. You just eat everything in sight. And
Well,
you'll be
and
fine.
there is something really cool about, like, being able to eat poison.
Okay, what's one thing that you've always wanted to eat,
Mercury.
but you can't because it's, like, not food?
Cyanide.
Probably those like smelly markers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure they taste as good as they smell.
Mine was just, like, gum.
Mine would definitely be soap. Like, soap just looks and smells so delicious, and then when you eat it, it's such a disappointment.
I mean, it would
right.
still taste bad, though.
Yeah, that's true.
About, like, chapstick.
Chapstick. Or, like, man, I used to eat some weird shit when I was a kid. I used to eat,
Paste.
like, candles, like birthday,
Oh.
candles that you put on, like, a birthday
So,
cake.
when
Yeah.
kids,
Like,
wait.
chow down on some
Okay, I
candles.
can kind of see that.
So when
It's
kids ask for the flower piece, like I want the candle piece, he's like, okay.
I mean,
Ow.
some waxy candies are kind of taste like
Yeah,
candles
wax
anyway.
lips are disgusting, and people eat them.
Like the candles that still have like a bit of remnant of stale birthday cake stuck to them, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm eating this.
I mean, a bit of wrapper too while going through a cupcake.
Wait, was it like those Lunchable like little cheese things that come in like a wax wrapper?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever just tried to eat the
Baby
whole
bells.
just eat the whole damn thing? Like don't even unwrap it. Like friggin' ow.
But it would still taste bad.
Saves you time though. During lunch.
How much of a hurry are you in to get
There's
to
so much
lunch?
playtime you need during lunch break at school. You gotta pop that
This
cheese
wax
in there.
is holding me back.
I would probably just
Oh
use
my-
it as like a power move. Like I'd be like, in a meeting or something like that, and I'd be like drinking, and then I'd just start like eating the cup.
It's
Sorry, what were you saying? Like blood is just
yeah. I was
pouring
gonna say
down.
it's still like cutting up your mouth to shit. But
Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna have a stomachache after this, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When did you say that was due?
although stomach aches are bad, I don't like having stomach aches.
Yeah, but like it could be worse. You could
Yeah.
die from ingesting glass.
I could have glass for dinner. That's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah, that second one sounds about right.
It's just fun that you can.
Yeah.
And you don't need to worry about like things going bad or you don't need to worry about allergies. You wouldn't have allergies anymore.
Yeah, because the worst thing's a stomachache.
No, I'm gonna go for the junk food one. I just really like eating cake. I don't want to get fat.
But you're gonna get a stomach ache and diabetes.
Listen, I'm gonna get that anyway. Currently.
Your teeth are gonna fall out.
Did I tell you about? Okay, so my partner Matt has been away for this whole week, and to cope with it, I've just been eating cake every day when I get home
And
from
you
work.
didn't invite me. I thought we were friends.
So
My Matt's gone too.
so on Monday, I like go to the store and get some cake. And then on Tuesday, I'm like walking home from work and I'm like, I really want to get another cake, but I can't bear the thought of going into the grocery store and the lady there judging me for buying cake 2 days in a
A lot
row.
of my friends have birthdays really close together. Okay.
So I like went out of my way and like walked to another bakery up the road just so that I could like get my guilt-free cake. My judgment-free cake.
Caitlin, you just call me. I will bring you a cake. We can eat it together. You can call me anytime. on the other end of that phone is, Laurel, I need you to bring me a cake. I will be there for you. It's all I want.
You just want to provide me with cake.
Just want someone to eat cake with.
There's something about that like grocery store cake, and it's always just like one slice of cake.
In
But
the
this,
little
and it's
plastic.
like just like defrosted because they've clearly just had it in the freezer.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's something about that grocery store cake that just like, it just hits the spot.
But if we went
Every
in it
time.
together, we could get one of those nice mini cakes that are behind the case.
Yes.
Caitlin, God.
Neither of us are getting fat from this.
I just don't want to have. It hurt. Like my face hurts. It hurts from all the sugar. That and I have like 13 cavities.
Right, yeah. Not me, I brush.
I brush, but like, you know, toffee's a bitch.
What? How much toffee are you having?
How much toffee do you have?
How much you got?
I'd say enough. Enough.
So wait, are you just eating anything?
Yeah, because it's like it opens up options.
I guess so, yeah.
No one can poison
Steve
you.
does like a good variety.
Yeah, I like to mix it up. Sometimes I'm bored of food.
Would that even protect you against like parasites?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
because they just
so.
give you a tummy ache almost.
Yeah.
They call me Iron Tummy.
Yeah.
You can eat like all those like dangerous fish and stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just eat a whole puff of fish.
Yeah, just grab
while
it.
Staring somebody in the face.
Stare a scuba diver in the face who's eating this fish in front of him.
Just gonna walk
Straight
into the
eye contact.
supply closet and just bring out a bottle of bleach and be like, oh, I'm so thirsty.
Lemony.
And I'm like, oh, I have a tummy ache now.
That's like the ultimate stunt food. You know
Yeah.
me. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
love going to the
true.
exhibition and get my
That's true.
stunt food. Double corn dog.
That's right, you ate that sinfully long corn dog.
Yes.
God, somebody
Ew.
should have stopped. I should have stopped you, but honestly,
I should have stopped me. I regretted halfway through the first part of that corn dog.
Although now I kind of want a corn dog.
Okay, we got time for another one.
Ooh.
A Waste of Corbin asks, would you rather jump dimensions, but you have to take over somebody's body, or time travel, but get older or younger depending on where you go in time? So if you go back in time, you're getting younger. If you go forward in time, you're getting older.
I want to be a body snatcher.
Yeah,
Sounds
you're gonna
like
body
fun.
snatch. You're gonna
That's-
slide. It's gonna be like,
Fuck
wait,
yeah.
was it sliders?
That's
or-
Quantum Leap,
Quantum
isn't it?
Leap, yeah.
Where you
Quantum
literally
Leap.
jump into someone else and like, oh, I best pretend to be them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
don't-
just
I
gonna
don't
go
give a
around
shit.
like fucking up people's lives.
Oh, yeah. We've done one that was similar to this, where it's like you didn't jump worlds, but you would just like every time you died, you would jump into a new body.
Yes.
And I'm all about that.
Yeah.
You're like Agent Smithing it. You're just
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
jumping into all these people's bodies and ditching it.
What was the premise of Quantum Leap? Was he like stuck in a quantum universe and he was trying to get back?
Yeah, I think he was trying to get
Because
home.
that was the premise of Sliders. I know that much.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to get back somewhere.
Everyone's trying to get back to their original.
Yeah, that was the
are
premise
we
of
all
Voyager.
trying to get back to our
Trying to get
original?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was he like, he had like a friend with a hat, didn't he? The guy had a hat on?
What?
Wait, which show are you talking about?
All of them. Like,
All
what?
of, they all that
Did
every
Voyager
single
have a
show.
hat on?
Somebody in Voyager had a hat, I'm sure.
No, Quantum Leap. There's like a dude who's like, oh, you're jumping.
Oh, and
in
he was in
space.
like every universe or
Yeah,
something?
he was like his Doctor Who was just kind of always following him. I've never watched an episode. I'm not basing this on anything. Because I thought like he had a buddy, so he wouldn't just be like this guy pretending to be people. But the thing was like, whenever he replaced the body, it wasn't like that actor with his voice
Yeah.
dubbed. It was actually him just being like, oh, look at me, I'm Churchill.
Right.
Ah.
Was he ever like wearing a wig and pretending to be a woman?
I don't know. But I know he must have jumped.
Yeah.
Like, leap quantumed.
Yeah.
Leaped.
Quantum leapt.
Quantum
leapt.
leapted.
But you would be jumping into other people's bodies, so it wouldn't be you.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
so you'd look like someone else and
Let
sound
me in
like
that
someone
sweet,
else.
sweet bod, motherfucker.
Yeah. You can find
I ruin
you
your
can find
life.
the best timeline and just like live there.
Yeah, I would kind of, I've said this before, I would kind of just keep jumping until I found like a really sweet spot where I'm like, what? I'm king of this weird new water people planet? Fuck yeah!
But wait,
you
do
could
you-
live in the Berenstein universe.
Wait, that's that's your first universe you jump into?
Jesus Christ, that's like my
I want to
worst
be Papa
nightmare.
Bear. I've always wanted to be
Why
Papa
is
Bear.
everyone so friendly?
He's got a sick hat.
You guys do you
My
guys know
dad's
about
got anger
Yeah, I know
issues.
about the alternate
the
Barry
alternate
theory.
Berenstain?
The Berenstein and Berenstein and
Yeah.
Stain
Isn't
and
it
stuff.
Bearstein?
Well, okay, never mind. I'll send you a link later.
a whole
But
other rabbit hole.
basically, the theory is that everybody remembers the Berenstein's bears being spelled Steen as in Stein.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
IEN.
Steen.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look at it, if you go and look at it now, it's actually spelled Stain.
Yeah.
Stain. Berenstain. So everyone,
Berenstain.
there's this theory
something
that like
changed.
something changed and we're in an alternate universe
Cool.
where Berenstein, whatever, you could go and live in the real timeline and
I'm sure
it
it
would
has
probably
nothing
be...
to do with the fact that you read it as children. You probably couldn't read it very well.
No. It was an alternate universe. We split up at some point in time. The better universe is over
The
there.
better bear universe.
You could just go and jump into the Berenstein universe and you would be
There's
happy.
gotta be a like subreddit where it's like Steen over Stain.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I
A
read
better
this on Reddit.
timeline.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie like that where like another Earth just showed up, and it was like a mumblecore movie where it's all like, oh, I wonder if my life's better there. or
Isn't that
something
the
like
premise to like Final Fantasy 15 or something?
Was it?
15? No.
The one with,
No, 13.
the one with lightning.
Yeah, that was 13.
Oh.
Oh, okay then. So do you like choose when to jump, or do you have to like solve a plot mission and then you jump to the next one? Like,
Oh yeah, can I jump whenever?
I
Or
Do you
I
have to solve a
find
problem?
Portals?
or
No,
is
I
it-
think you can just jump whenever. But Corbin has just clarified that their consciousness dies when you jump.
Oh.
But we all know that you're not particularly concerned
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
I don't give a shit. You didn't even. I just assumed that.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be worth it if I wasn't murdering somebody at the same time.
It would take something away from it. You know, it's like why even get the new body?
Yeah.
I guess.
If I can't fuck up somebody else's life and murder them,
I
why
can murder
why
them
do
and
I do
ruin-
anything?
I need them to be dead. I need to ruin the lives of their wife and children.
Wait, what was Adam's catchphrase about murder again? I was supposed to say that at some point. this seems like
I wouldn't want to murder anyone.
I wouldn't want to murder anyone. I'm Adam. Oh, is that what he sounds like?
Sure, why
I mean,
not?
it's better than our impersonation. I wanna rotate. Okay, I'm gonna be Caitlin. I talk, so I
Wait.
say doors instead of doors.
Doors? I'm Caitlin. Opening
I'm an
doors.
investigator.
No, keep doing it. I want to hear more.
I'll keep doing that. I want to hear more. I'm Caitlin, and
Well, howdy, folks. I'm Caitlin.
I'm from Australia.
Let's head on down to the ranch.
The Australian ranch.
My kangaroo ranch.
I'm gonna eat my sister's baby. I still think it's better than my Adam impersonation.
Yeah.
What's the second half again? It was.
Oh, you can time travel, but
Oh.
you either get older or younger depending on where you go in time. So I wonder if
But like,
you're...
how much? Like, can you go 100 years back in time?
Yeah, I wonder. Like, would you just
You just
be
can't die if you went too
non-existent, or-
far. This is more like Butterfly Effect, where he was like Ashton
You're just
Kutcher
traveling
was like
within your
jumping
own
between
timeline?
himself.
Yeah.
Right.
what it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
more
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Oh, is
yeah.
it just your timeline that you're traveling
Maybe.
between?
Because you
Yeah.
can't go back further than your own life by the sounds of it.
That's
So I don't know if you're just. I don't know if you like see yourself outside of yourself, or you just like entering your own consciousness in
Right.
different points
Yeah.
of time.
I guess it would be cool to be like, you could go back in time, fix a mistake that like had a regret that you had, and then immediately jump way to the future to see like,
What the repercussions are.
Yeah. And
So you could have jumped back, bought a cake, and then like 2 cakes.
yeah,
Then
and
jump
seen
back to
how
now,
much better
and
your
you would have
life
had
would've
2
been.
cakes in the fridge.
I
kind
would
of
have
thing.
already had a cake. I wouldn't need to worry about the judgment.
No, but that, I mean, like, you'd have 2 cakes, so you would skip the judgment. That's what it is, because you'd be like, I gotta
So
fix
future
this.
Caitlin would have never had to go back to the
Yeah.
store and face
Right.
her
Go back in
fears.
time,
Yeah.
you get 2 cakes, and then you have, like, a bloody nose for a bit, and you're like,
Just
cake!
buy a whole cake and cut it into slices. What are you doing? Just be like, it's my friend's birthday.
I
Ha-ha!
do. And like every week I go and like just another friend's birthday. I have a lot of friends and they all have birthdays.
Well, I mean, if you get a big enough cake, that could last you for
Yeah,
a while.
get one of the
Although I
slabs.
guess
I
they
can
get
like freeze
stale
it myself
Get a birthday
and then
slab.
defrost it.
Hey, Caitlin, here's an idea. Bake a cake.
What? heard something so ridiculous in all my life. I'm not gonna bake a cake.
I don't bake my own cakes. I have people to do that for me.
Exactly.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm never
Come on down to Caitlin's Cake Emporium. Get me some French cake today. No judgment here.
I'll defrost your slice right now.
If you use Ritual, I can have it defrosted for when you shop. Get your cakes today. Right next to Laurel's Ship Shack. And Brett's Dangerous Orphanage. Brett's Santa Knows Best Orphanage.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with the time travel one.
Within yourself, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
interesting. It's all about those repercussions because you don't like.
Yeah.
I guess you could technically redo a day if you wanted to, or you just change one thing, then jump ahead and like try to catch up,
Right.
and be like, oh, that person doesn't exist now because I pushed them.
Yeah, like-
Oh shit,
Yeah,
I bought
like-
2 slices of cake and now my best friend's dead.
Yeah, like what if it's something like that where it's like you go back and change one small thing and then it's like, oh, but then I like crossed the road and I got hit by a fucking streetcar and now I'm dead in the
Yeah.
future.
Can you
jump?
like
Yeah, what if
jump
you jump in
past
the future and you're
that?
dead?
Yeah,
That's
Oh, no.
interesting.
Do you get
Ooh.
stuck?
maybe you're dead.
Yeah,
so
what if you
yeah,
jump-
you're stuck.
Yeah, what if you
in
just
a
jump
dead
too far?
body?
Ooh.
Or do you just die?
Yeah, you're stuck in the infinite void of.
So it might be better to like relive it all instead then. Like go back, get your 2 cakes, and then like live the week again.
To see how it goes?
And go through the
What if
Yeah.
buying that second cake is actually what saved your life?
Well,
You're in a
Yeah.
timeline right now where you're gonna get hit by a bus. I'm so sorry.
The Berenstein universe where you get hit by a bus. That was-
yeah, I'm living in the worst timeline. God damn.
You saw it. The
Dang.
worst thing that happened about buying 2 cakes was that you were gonna get judged. Oh no! It gets worse.
It's so much worse.
You don't die, but you lose your left leg from the knee down.
Just the left? Oh, lefty?
Good old reliable left.
So you buy 2 cakes, jump ahead, and you're missing a leg. And you're like, what happened
because she
this
didn't-
week?
Because she didn't buy 2 pieces
Right.
of cake.
But like this.
Regret stacks.
What you're trying to say is buy more cake. That's all
Right.
you're...
What
All
I'm
he's
trying to say
just
is
trying to
this
tell
is the
you.
worst mistake
This-
you've ever made in your whole life.
This is the worst timeline. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with no leg
And no cake!
and no cake.
Ah, the shame. Do we have a time for a speedy one?
Like a quick
Speedy,
fire?
would you rather? Let me see. I have to go to the Discord. Please talk
I mean,
amongst
there's-
yourselves.
There's so many piled up there.
Oh, well.
They've created like a dragon's cache
Okay.
in the Discord that we
Okay.
just never dip into.
Yeah, I know. Like I go there when I completely run out of ideas, and then I steal other
dry.
people's ideas.
Go to the well.
Like
So,
today.
Nicholas asks, would you rather disarm a bomb near an orphanage or build a manned space mission with your current knowledge of these topics?
So this is assuming we have no knowledge, because I haven't disarmed a bomb yet. I'm not very
Yet?
good. I imagine it comes up sometimes. But you're saying right now someone's like,
Currently. Yeah.
there's a bomb near the orphanage.
There's a bomb near Brett's dangerous orphanage.
Santa's knows best. What is it?
Santa's knows best. Child Emporium.
Yeah.
We need you. the
You
other-
there. They, like, Brett leans out the window.
You there,
You there.
boy.
Boy.
Here is it.
Boy, there's a bomb near my orphanage. Go
Deal
and
with
disarm
it. Please sort it out.
I can't be bothered. I'm with the Chew Girl.
I have an appointment with my Chew Girl.
And then a subsequent appointment with
Monty.
Monty.
My butthole nurse.
How come the Chew Girl doesn't get a name? Monty's got a full-fledged name.
Alright, let's name the Chew Girl. Let's take a vote.
Ooh.
Everybody in the chat, what are we gonna call the Chew Girl?
Yeah, name a Chew Girl.
Yeah, we'll pick the winner.
Or is Chew Girl a title?
Yeah.
It's like anyone can be Chew Girl.
Brett does go through Chew Girls at an alarming rate.
We are Chew Girl.
Okay, go, Steve. Disarm a bomb or build
Oh,
a
I thought
manned
you-
space mission.
Talking about True Girl name.
Wait,
what was
or
the
build a
second one
space
again?
mission?
It's
Build a manned space mission with your
Build.
current knowledge of these topics.
both topics.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So you either got to send people into space or save a bunch of orphans.
Wait, am I going with them or am I just sending people?
You're sending people.
So again,
Sorry, guys.
So
Have
NASA's
fun
like-
on Laurel Space Mission.
NASA just opens the window and goes, "You there, boy?
Yeah, yeah.
Build a space mission. Go.
Because
Sort
my
it out."
current knowledge of these things is, let's say, nigh on nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have more luck disarming a bomb, just in terms of like statistics, than I would in successfully
But-
building a manned space mission.
But, hear me out. You fail at disarming a bomb, you explode.
Mhm.
You fail at a space mission, maybe it explodes. Or maybe you don't even know enough about space missions to get you there and just literally nothing happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Also, like, you know, like, one person mounting a manned mission into space is going to take a real long time. Like, do I have a talented team of scientists
You just gotta-
underneath
Yeah,
me?
you just need to know who to hire.
Yeah, right? Like,
I just Google
You
it.
just build a rocket on your ranch,
Yeah.
and then you that's
just
it.
like one day you're dropping acid with Elon Musk, and he's like, I want you
We're on
to be
that
in
guy."
charge of my next manned space mission. And you're like,
Or-
well, what's my budget, Elon? And he was like, all of my money. And you're like, cool, I'm going to hire
Rock on.
5,000 scientists.
My space mission is just making weed brownies.
Yeah, you just give Elon Musk like 10 times more acid, and you'd be like, yeah, we sent him into space right there.
we
right
were
now.
definitely in space. I'm pretty sure. Guys, if you think about it, we're in space right now.
We're all right. We made it. We're in mission success.
I'm on a space mission to go one full rotation around the sun. Let's go. It's gonna take us a year probably, but that's okay.
I've got a bucket of mezcal right here.
Yeah, fuck. I'm doing that one. That sounds
Yeah,
way more fun.
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
want to disarm a bomb. I'm gonna do it wrong.
Fuck those orphans. They shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Serves them right for not having parents.
Why did you put bombs around your orphanage, Brett? To keep out the intruders. No, to keep the orphans in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the threat of the bomb. It's like if you stay inside the house.
Alright, well, I think that pretty much wraps it up now for this episode of Streamy Dreams.
Yeah, sounds
Thanks
good.
everyone for joining us. Thank you to Steve for
Hey.
subbing in for Adam. Hopefully we will have like the legit Adam back next week.
The real beard.
I thought we were
somebody
just gonna
to-
call him New Adam.
Yeah, somebody to rein in our wonky moral compass by saying, I don't want to murder anyone.
You can't have guts on the outside of your body.
Rational things like that.
Every time I try to impersonate someone, they turn into a Texan.
Yeah, where is this coming from?
It's the only accent I know
Y'all
how to
can't.
do.
Everyone in your side of town,
Yeah.
all Texan accents.
Yeah.
Is that what's gonna be in Laurel Town?
Maybe Mississippi. I don't know.
And what else was I going to say? Oh, that's right. We are currently working on season 2, as you may have seen from the trailer that dropped last week.
Spoiler alert.
We have some pretty stellar interns this year, and they're doing a bang-up job. So keep an eye out for more animated episodes in the future.
Except for one of them, but we won't tell you who.
I'm going to tell you which one is failing.
They know which one.
All right, peace out, guys.
See ya.
See you next week.
Shitty Wizard!